That's amazing. I've been a fan since Escape, and I feel like it brings me back to that era in terms of real singing.
And I purposely wanted an album that took people back to that era when I was at the group Escape. To be honest with you, being with my group probably was during the 90s. That was my favorite time at R&B.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get that vibe back. And I purposely went to the studio thinking, okay, if I was to write an album for my group this day, 2010, what would these songs be like? And that's what I did.
And that's it. Wow, amazing.
And Tiny even got on there for me.
Yes, she sounds great on that record,
does.
Superwoman.
She does.
So how is this album different than your last and what fans have heard from you solo?
This album is totally different than the last album. I mean, it's been a 10-year gap. Back then, when I did my first solo album, I was writing a lot of pop hits at the time, and I think the album was reflective of that time period. So it was like a lot of pop songs, crossover records. But at the same time, I feel like those songs, even though at that time they were good songs, I feel like it was dated, you know what I'm saying? But like now, I think that the music I'm doing on this album is more of a classic album, like songs you can go back and listen to 15 years later.
Right, absolutely, I agree, it's timeless. So we're in Carol's Daughter. I think that you're also really known for your hair, your different hairstyles and the colors. So how do you take care of it? How do you keep it looking healthy all the time? And what products do you like to use?
Okay, well, I have to give all credit to Paula at Blends Salon in Midtown. She owns Blends. Blends in Atlanta, Georgia. She has 2 of them. But because I don't really do anything. Like once she curls it, I just tie my hair down and move my fingers through it and keep it moving.
Wow.
Sometimes I have to like a couple curls in the flip because it'll droop down a little bit if you don't. But then that's when you see me and it just be all over the place because I don't care. But right now I'm doing blonde. On the show, I know everybody see my hair was red. So she had to put a bleach to get that red off. So I had a little breakage in the front, right in here. So she added a little blonde piece. You see the white blonde piece? Now that is, my hair's not dyed that white blonde. She just added a piece to just
make
change
it
the color. Like I have a perm. My hair's not natural, so doing that perm and that color sometimes is strong, especially when you're doing blonde. So anyway, I do the Fido. Perm. And
that's great. The Fido perm is excellent.
Thanks. But that was once again, that was Paula saying, you should try this. It's not like I knew. And I just use a glossifier sometimes to keep it shiny, but just a little. Because I don't like my hair to be greasy. And my hair I don't like spritz either. A lot of people be thinking because it's standing up that it's hard. It's not hard. And I asked her how did she get it to stand up like that, because people ask me all the time. But she said it's the cut that keeps it
up. Yeah, well, it looks good.
Thanks.
And then my blog is also fashion. You have your boutique tag.
Yeah, this jacket came from
It's from Tags. I love it. So tell me about some of the designers you carry and the price point for readers who don't know about it.
Well, the price point I can tell you is we try to keep everything in our store for women, on the women's side anyway, because we do carry men's clothing as well. But for the women's clothing, we try to keep all the clothes under 100. Now, I mean, you might find some jeans that may be a little bit over, but we wanted everything to be affordable. We want you to be able to go, like, say for instance, you have only $100. You be able to come out of the store and have a dress and a pair of pants and something else, you know what I mean? Because I wanted people to be able to shop all they want to, but not have to break your bank. So that was our goal when we stocked the store and when we set it up. Now, once again, I had to give all props to my business partner. Her name is Peaches. Because she's the one that really goes and picks out most of the stuff for the store. She's been a stylist for years with a lot of different celebrities, and she had her own successful stores prior to us getting together and working together. But I pride myself in being a good business person. So I feel like I'm good at recognizing talent or something, and I'll be like, okay, well, with what I do and what you do, we link up, we're going to have a hot business together. Now, she has the eye for fashion. I had the money.
So many people watch the show and think it's great what you've been doing with Lawrence, but with Kim, it's like, you're so talented. Why do you invest in her?
The first time around, my whole thought process with Kim was, you know, when I first met her, I knew she was the underdog because everybody used to dog around and say she couldn't sing, whatever. I'm one of those type of people that like to root for the underdog.
Yeah.
Like, that's just my thing. Like, I love to see people win, and I love to be able to see somebody be able to come back and be like, see, you hated on me or you doubted me, and look at me now, I'm doing this. So, with that being said, that was my first thought in saying, okay, I'm going to help her. You know, I just knew that she needed somebody to help her out, to help her get her swag back or whatever. So I helped her on the first season. This season, I mean, me and her cool, so I looked out for her, but, you know, right now we have to work out the business on the song because I'm not going to have a repeat of the first song.
Right,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? But, I mean, really, it's over now. Like, I mean, I did the 2 songs or whatever, and, you know, I helped her get her start. So now she knows, has met other people through me, and she can keep doing music with other people.
And when is Lawrence's album coming out? Because I love that song.
Thank you. Lawrence and I, we're trying to finish up the paperwork on our situation because I want to sign him to me. And I'm trying to get him his stuff out immediately. Well, the single out immediately.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be working to get him a distribution situation through a major label.
Awesome.
Like, I'm signing up through my production company to a major.
Okay.